A club's logo is far more than a mere graphic. It is a living, breathing testament to its history, a silent witness to every triumph, every trial, and every transformation. For Arsenal Football Club, this emblem is the very soul of the institution, etched into the hearts of millions worldwide. From the industrial heartland of Woolwich to the global stages of modern football, Arsenal's crest has evolved, mirroring the club's profound journey. It is a story of heritage, identity, and the relentless march of time. This is not merely a design history. It is a saga of how a simple cannon became an iconic symbol of resilience and ambition. Join us as we peel back the layers of time, exploring the fascinating evolution of the Arsenal logo, uncovering its hidden meanings, forgotten designs, and the pivotal moments that shaped the emblem recognized across the globe today. Our story begins in the humble industrial southeast London suburbs of Woolwich and Plumstead in late 1886. A small group of Scottish workers, predominantly from the Woolwich Arsenal armament factory, led by David Danskin, formed a football team initially known as Dial Square. Their ambition was simple: exercise and camaraderie among factory workers. A pivotal meeting on Christmas Day 1886, held at the Royal Oak Pub, saw the founding members choose a grander name, Royal Arsenal, a direct acknowledgement of their workplace. This name would endure until 1893, when Woolwich Arsenal was formally adopted as the club embraced professionalism and joined the Football League. From these very beginnings, the club's visual identity was intrinsically linked to its origins. The first badge, adopted by Royal Arsenal FC in 1888, was a direct adaptation of the unofficial arms of the borough of Woolwich. This initial design featured a shield adorned with 3 silver cannon barrels against a scarlet background, each embellished with a leopard's head. When the first official crest for Woolwich Arsenal was introduced in 1905, it too prominently displayed 3 cannons. This design was an explicit reference to the Royal Arsenal Munitions Factory and the Royal Artillery Regiment, deeply embedding the military influence of Woolwich into the club's nascent identity. In these early days, crests weren't worn on shirts. They were primarily reserved for official stationery and matchday programs. The cannon was, from the outset, an intrinsic recognition of their unique heritage. A significant turning point arrived in 1913, when the club made the momentous decision to relocate north to its iconic new home, Highbury. With this move, Woolwich was formally dropped, and the club became known simply as the Arsenal. This geographical shift signaled the dawn of a new chapter. Remarkably, despite severing its direct ties with Woolwich, the cannon motif persisted as a central theme. After a period without a prominent crest during the Great War, a newly designed westward-pointing single cannon began appearing on club letterheads by the 1921-22 season. This design was short-lived. For the 1922-23 season, a fearsome-looking eastward-pointing cannon was introduced in matchday programs. Yet again, the design evolved, and by the start of the 1925-26 season, the club reverted to a narrower, westward-pointing cannon, strikingly similar to the motif found on the Royal Arsenal Gatehouse in Woolwich. This particular design, often accompanied by the legend "the Gunner's nickname," would remain a prominent symbol for many years. The persistence and directional shifts of the cannon post-Highbury illustrate a conscious effort to maintain historical continuity while adapting to a new identity. The cannon had already transcended its literal geographic origin to become the club's core identity. The arrival of legendary manager Herbert Chapman in 1925 ushered in a truly transformative era. While historical records don't indicate Chapman directly influenced logo design, his profound modernization efforts undoubtedly shaped the club's identity. Chapman revolutionized the game with new tactics, advanced training, and even introduced the iconic red and white kit. His ambition was immense. He even attempted to change the club's name to Royal London FC, highlighting a desire for a more regal, widespread appeal. This broader vision for a grand club implicitly drove the need for a refined visual representation of Arsenal's growing stature. The 1930s marked a period of further refinements and even a radical departure in Arsenal's Crest evolution. In 1930, a new shield outline was introduced, featuring bright red coloring, the date 1930, and the letters AFC in a simple sans-serif typeface. This marked a clear move towards a cleaner, more direct presentation of the club's initials. A particularly significant and bold shift occurred in 1936 with the introduction of an Art Deco-style crest. This unique emblem completely eliminated the cannon imagery for the first time, featuring a hexagonal frame with stylized red letters A and C, framing a football in the center. Described as bright, instantly recognizable, sleek, and modern, this design reflected the prevailing artistic trends of the era and remained with the team for approximately 13 years. The brief abandonment of the cannon for the Art Deco crest highlights a period of bold experimentation and a desire for contemporary relevance. However, after this Art Deco interlude, Arsenal made a triumphant return to its roots in 1949 with a modernized crest. This design reintroduced the westward-pointing cannon within a white and red shield. Above the shield, the word Arsenal appeared in a distinctive Gothic-style font. Crucially, this crest introduced the club's enduring Latin motto, Victoria Concordia Crescit, meaning victory through harmony, inscribed on a scroll beneath the shield. The ermine, a historic symbol representing the linings of medieval coronation cloaks, typically reserved for high-ranking peers and royalty, was also subtly incorporated. This crest remained for almost 50 years. The return of the cannon in 1949, coupled with the new motto and ermine, underscored the cannon's undeniable status as the club's true identity, while simultaneously imbuing it with deeper, more classical values. The late 20th century saw further minor refinements to the crest. In 1994, the logo was updated with additional colors, including gold and a dark black or blue shade. The gunner's nickname was reintroduced above the shield in a red nameplate. The 1996 version removed this nameplate, positioning the inscription directly over the shield, refining contours, and introducing blue and white colors to the shield with a simplistic gold cannon. The 2001 update brought gold lines and letters to the red shield, extending elements like the gold cannon and presenting Victoria Concordia Crescit in a bold sans-serif font. The most significant transformation in Arsenal's recent visual history arrived in 2002 with the unveiling of the current simplified logo. This modern design features a single golden cannon pointing eastward, with the word Arsenal positioned above it, and a distinctive convex appearance. This radical change was driven by several strategic factors aimed at modernizing the club's brand. Primary motivations included the desire for a cleaner, more adaptable design, suitable for the burgeoning digital landscape, and for enhanced global brand recognition. The simplified design offered higher visibility at smaller sizes, crucial for digital platforms, and greater flexibility for use across various kit colors. A critical and often contentious underlying reason was the club's inability to patent its older, more intricate symbolism. This intellectual property challenge meant street vendors could freely sell merchandise, leading to copyright disputes and a perceived loss of control over the club's brand image. The new logo allowed Arsenal to secure its intellectual property and manage its brand identity more effectively in a commercialized global market. The 2002 redesign, however, was met with significant backlash and mixed reactions from a vocal segment of the fan base. Fans expressed a strong preference for the cannon as their original emblem, valuing its simplicity and direct link to the Gunner's identity. This widespread discontent highlighted a fundamental tension between the club's commercial modernization efforts and the deep emotional attachment fans held for traditional symbols. In a powerful acknowledgement of its rich heritage, Arsenal introduced a special crest for its 125th anniversary during the 2011-12 season. This commemorative design beautifully blended elements of the very first 1888 crest with the contemporary one. It featured 15 laurel leaves on the left, symbolizing strength and reflecting the sixpence coins paid by the 15 founders. On the right, 15 oak leaves acknowledged the founders' meetings at the local Royal Oak pub. The motto, "Forward," a phrase linked to armament and battle, was placed underneath, along with the anniversary dates 1886 and 2011. This anniversary crest served as a powerful testament to the club's enduring pride in its origins. Arsenal's emblem is a rich tapestry of symbols, each weaving a thread of the club's unique history and identity. The consistent presence of the cannon, despite stylistic changes and brief removals, signifies its role as the ultimate anchor of Arsenal's identity, transcending mere design trends. The cannon remains the most iconic and consistent visual element, a central feature since 1905. It directly represents the Royal Arsenal and Royal Artillery Regiment in Woolwich, where the club was founded. This powerful symbol embodies strength, military precision, and the club's unique heritage, giving rise to the beloved Gunner's nickname. The shield shape, prominent in many Arsenal crests, pays homage to earlier versions displaying the Woolwich coat of arms. It signifies protection, strength, and a traditional heraldic foundation. The inclusion of AFC and various word marks has appeared throughout the logo's evolution, anchoring the club's identity to its official name. The evolution of fonts, from Gothic to sans serif, reflects changing design eras. Arsenal's primary and most recognizable colors are red and white. Established early in its history, red signifies passion and power, while white typically represents purity. Later designs introduced gold and blue. Gold often signifies excellence and prestige, while blue can represent stability. The ermine, incorporated around the mid-20th century, is a historic symbol representing the luxurious linings of medieval coronation cloaks, typically reserved for high-ranking peers and royalty. Its inclusion adds a layer of regality and grandeur. If this journey through Arsenal's iconic crest has captivated you, we encourage you to explore our other historical deep dives into the world of football. There is always more history to uncover, more stories to tell, and more legends to celebrate on this channel. If you enjoy what I do and want to support my work, you can use the Super Thanks button to help me keep improving and creating even better content. And I'm pretty sure that you'll definitely want to watch my video, which is popping up on the screen right now.